Hello students, how are you? Again welcome to my class. Now we will discuss about associative property of whole numbers. As you know very well, in mathematics we use four type of mathematical operator: plus, minus, multiplication and division. First, we will discuss about associative property of whole numbers on addition. For this, just I want to give some example to you. Suppose you have three whole number 2, 3 and 4. You have three whole number 2, 3 and 4, and you want to find out the sum of these three whole number. You want to find out the sum of these three whole number. So what will you do? First we will add 2 plus 3. So 2 and 3 will be in bracket plus 4. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4, it will give to you 9. Okay, this is first method. Suppose in second method, what will you do? In second method, we will group of other number. We will make the group of any other number 2, 3 and 4. Okay. In second method, we will make the group for 3 and 4. That means 3 and 4 will be in the bracket. 3 plus 4, 7. 2 plus 7, it will give to you 9. In first method, what you are getting? The result is 9. In second method, what you are getting? Result is 9. In first method, result is 9. And in second method, result is 9. That means whole numbers are associative. Whole numbers are associative for addition. That means whole numbers are associative for addition. Okay, whole numbers are associative for addition. What is the meaning of associative? What is the meaning of associative? Associative means if you rearrange of any number, in that condition result would not be changed. Okay, so what did you get? Whole numbers are associative for addition. Then after we will discuss about associative property of whole numbers on subtraction. Okay, suppose you have three whole number. This is 15, 8 and 6. 15, 8 and 6. This is three whole number. Now in these three whole number, we will check associative property of whole numbers on subtraction. Okay, that's why I am taking here minus sign. Okay, suppose you want to find out the sum of this question. So what will you do? In that condition, first we will make the group of first and second number. Okay, 15 minus 8, 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6, 1. 15 minus 8, it will give to you 7. minus 6 is equal to 1. Okay, now you have three whole number 15, 8 and 6. Suppose in second method you will make the group for 8 and 6. So 8 minus 6 2, 15 minus 2 13. In first method what you are getting, answer is 1. In second method what you are getting, answer is 13. That means 1 is not equal to 13. 1 is not equal to 13. That means subtraction of whole number subtraction of whole number subtraction of whole number subtraction of whole numbers are not associative. Okay, what you are getting, subtraction of whole numbers are not associative. Then after we will discuss about associative property of whole number under multiplication. Suppose you have three whole number 5, 8 into 10. 5, 8 and 10. This is three whole number and you want to find out the product of these three whole number according to associative property. So what will you do? First we will make the group of 5 and 8. 5 into 8 into 10. Okay, 5 into 8 40 into 10. 40 10 ja 400. 40 10 ja 400. Okay, now in other group, suppose you will make the group for 8 and 10. 5 into 8 into 10. Okay, then what will you get? 8 10 ja 80. 5 into 80, it will give to you 400. In first method you are getting 400. In second method you are getting 400. Answers are same. That means 400 is equal to 400. So what you are looking? Multiplications of whole number multiplication of whole numbers are multiplications of whole numbers are under associative. Multiplication of whole numbers are under associative. My dear student, then after we will discuss about associative property of whole numbers under division. Okay, associative property of whole numbers under division. Suppose you have three whole number 18, 9 and 3. Okay, and you want to find out what is the result of this question. So what will you do? first we will arrange this number. Suppose first you will make the group of first and second number. So 18 and 9 will be in first group. Then after 3, 18 divided by 9, it will give to you 2. 18 divided by 9, it will give to you 2. And divided by 3, 2 divided by 3, it will give to you 2 upon 3. Okay. In second method, we will make the group for 9 and 3. 18 divided by 9 divided by 3. Okay. In second method, we will make the group for 9 and 3. Okay. 9 divided by 3, it will give to you 3. 9 divided by 3, it will give to you 3. Okay. And 18 divided by 3, 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. In first method, what you are getting? Answer is 2 upon 3. In second method, what you are getting? Answer is 6. That means 2 upon 3 is not equal to 6. 2 upon 3 is not equal to 6. So, after this example, what you are getting? That means division of whole numbers. Division of whole numbers are not under associative. Division of whole numbers are not under associative. In all these example, what you are getting? In all these example, what you are getting? That means addition and multiplication are associative. Addition and multiplication are associative for whole numbers. Addition and multiplication are associative for whole numbers, but subtraction and division are not associative for whole numbers. Okay, this is the basic point. According to all example, addition and multiplication are associative for whole numbers, but subtraction and division are not associative for whole numbers. Now we will discuss about distributive property. Okay, For explanation of distributive property, just I want to give some example to you. Suppose this is one big block, okay? This is one big block, and this big block divide into many square. As you are looking, in this big block divide into many square, as you are looking. So first we will count how many squares are there. How will you count? It is very easy to you. First we will count the rows. How many rows? And that means how many lines are there. Look here. This is first line, second line, third line, and this is fourth line. So how many lines are there? There are 4 lines. This is, so I wrote here 4. Again I will explain. This big block divide into many square, and you want to count how many squares are there. So what will you do? It is very easy method. First you count all the line. Look here, this is first line, second line, third line, and this is fourth line. So I wrote here 4. Okay. Then after we will count all the column. Look here, this is first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and fifth column. First column, second column, third column, fourth column, and fifth column. This big block there are 5 columns. So I wrote here 5. In this big block 4 lines are there and 5 columns are there. Okay. Then it will be very easy to count. 4 into 5 or 5 into 4, both are same. 5 4 ja 20. 5 4 ja 20. That means in this column has 20 square. Now look here. Now we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. In first block has 20 square. Okay. Now then after what we will do? This is one big block, and this big block divide into 2 block. This big block divide into 2 block. Now look here. But what is the condition? In numbers of columns are, that is 3 and that is 2. Numbers of column would not be changed. Look here. 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Okay. So this big block divide into 2 block. Second block and third block. First block divide into 2 block. Second block and third block. As you are looking, in second block there are many square. How many squares are there? We apply the same procedure. First we count the number of lines. First line, second line, third line, fourth line. There are 4 lines. So I wrote here 4. Okay. Now we will count number of column. How many columns are there? First column, second column, third column. There are 3 columns. Okay. So how many columns are there? 4 into 3. 4 into 3. 4 3 ja 12. Okay. Now in third block, how many squares are there? We apply the same procedure. In third block, first we count the line. First line, second line, third line, fourth line. So there are 4 lines. Okay. Then after we will count the column. First column, this is first column, this is second column. So there are 2. I wrote here 2. Okay. Then after, it is very easy to you. How many squares are there? 4 into 2. 4 into 2, it will give to you 8. 4 into 2, it will give to you 8. That means, what is the meaning of this example? This example means this is 5 into 4. 5 into 4. So 5 into 4, you can write 4 into 3 and 3 into 4. Both are same. 3 into 4 plus 4 into 2. 4 into 2, we can write 2 into 4. Okay. Now look here. 5 4s are 20. 3 4s are 12. Or 4 3s are 12. Both are same. 2 4s are 8. Or 4 2s are 8. That means 20 means 20 we can write 12 plus 8. 20 we can write 12 plus 8. So 5 into 4 is equal to 5 into 4 is equal to 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4. So what can you write? This is LHS. LHS means this is left hand side. LHS means left hand side. Now, and this is RHS. RHS means right hand side. So 5 into 4 is equal to 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4. As you are looking in RHS, this is 4, this is 4. Okay. We can take out common 4. We will take out the common 4. Okay. Then after taking out the common 4, which number is remaining? That is 3 plus then which number is remaining in this? That is 2. So 5 into 4, you can write 4 into 3 plus 2. Look here, 5 4s are 20. This is 4 into 3 plus 2, 5. 4 5s are 20. In LHS, what you are getting? 20. In RHS, what you are getting? 20. So, what is the meaning of this example? That means this is distributive property of multiplication over addition. This is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. As you are looking, 5 into 4 is equal to 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4. 5 into 4, this is in LHS, is equal to in RHS, which is the common number? Common number is 4. Common number is 4. We will take out the common 4 and 4. This is common. So we will take out the common number. Then which is the remains? 4 is the common into in bracket we can write here 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2. Okay. 4 into 3 plus 2. So this property is known as distributive property This property is known as distributive property of multiplication. Distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, this property is known as distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay. Suppose this is other example, 15 into 8 minus 15 into 6. So how can you solve the problem? Now look here, 15 into 8 minus 15 into 6. This is first group and this is second group. In first group and second group, which is the same number? Same number is 15, 15. Okay, same number is 15. So let us we take out the common number. Common number is 15. Then after, which is remains is 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6. Okay, how will you do it? 15 into 8 minus 6, 2, 15 to the 30. Okay, so this example, this is other example. This example is known as distributive property of multiplication this property is known as distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. This property is known as distributive property of multiplication over subtraction. Okay, my dear students, all these basic points depend on your book. I hope that it will be very useful to you for your knowledge and upcoming exam. Thank you. God bless you.